Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I just want to say happy new moon, solar eclipse. Is this the beginning of eclipse season? And for the next few weeks it might feel like the tables get turned. You might feel like you're going one path and then the universe is like, let's take you this direction. And I've been really tuning in, tapping into this energy for this eclipse season. It's so bright in here. Ooh, did you see that burst of light? So I've been tuning into the energy of this eclipse season that we've now stepped fully into, and there's definitely a feeling of stepping further into your light, into your truth, into your authentic power. And I wrote down a few themes of this eclipse season that were coming up, and we might already have been experiencing them or just noticing that there's something around certain subjects, topics that we're really being asked to look at. And a few of those, really tuning into your light. Notice how it's getting brighter when I talk about that. Really tuning into your light and really trusting that magic awaits you. And if you let that unfold, and if you really allow yourself to trust fully in the universe and really lean in when you're being asked to surrender, when you're being asked to slow down, but in the back of your mind you're like, but wait, I still have to take care of these things. The universe will take care of those things for you. Like, those eventually, everything gets sorted out, right? And I'm hearing bills. So if someone's worried about paying bills, that will get sorted out. And that's another theme that is really being presented for us during highlighted or emphasized for this eclipse season is money. And I've definitely been noticing and having a lot of conversations with friends and clients about money stories, clearing all the clutter, the messiness of our money stories, and not just individually but collectively. And there's a opportunity right now, and always, but right now, is to really lean in and trust and ask the universe for support regarding money, expecting money to flow in with ease, on kind of cleaning up our finances. And I feel there's going to be a shift in perhaps our banking systems. We've kind of already seen a little bit of growth and changes with that, but I think collectively we might hear about something changing with our banking system in some capacity. And what that fully looks like will reveal itself in time and when it's meant to, and when we collectively are able to handle, process, and hold that energy. And one thing I wrote down, so I'm just looking at my notes. One thing I wrote down for what's in store is leaving the light on. So you notice the energy, the light, our light, the power we have within is being amplified. the creative energy, the gifts, the offers, the magic within us is being amplified. I wrote down, leave the light on, and Spirit's got you. That's what came through. So if you feel like perhaps you're not sure about your gifts or not sure about your path, purpose, direction, destiny, etc., then there is this opportunity to ask Spirit to show you, to ask the universe to show you, and to really help open doors. Ask the universe to bring in mentors, bring in guides, bring in books, like songs, music, license plates. The universe is always communicating with me through license plates, and this is a great time to just really help you feel the energy that you have to be amplified, and what it is that you're ready to cultivate, create, share, receive, etc. And that goes in store. The next thing I wrote is release conforming to a box. And I feel strongly, just based on my personal experience growing up, is I grew up in a very like traditional household. The family with the 2 kids and an animal, and living in a pretty good neighborhood, and being told like, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna learn whatever they're teaching you, and then you're gonna go to college, and then my whole life was already picked out for me, and I had so much resistance to that as a kid. I had multiple arguments with my dad. I remember some of them pretty clearly. I was like, no, this does not feel right. But I still went along with it because I didn't really trust I didn't know what I wanted, it hadn't quite shown through yet. And still went to college and got a job after college, etc., and just felt like I was completely suffocated in this designed box that had already been created for me. And I was really getting the download that many people are craving breaking free from this box, breaking free from this design that's already been set up for them. And you are capable. So if you're feeling that way, if you're ready to break free, if you're in a job that is not fulfilling, it doesn't feel like you could do that and you don't have to do the same job forever. You're allowed to evolve and fluidly move through and change and adapt as the universe is giving you step-by-step moments to experience, and what feels right and like a yes in your body is something that we should really trust and allow ourselves to experience. So if you are sort of feeling that itch to break free from the box, to break free from the conformity, I don't know if that's a word, but to break free from that space, those limitations, you can do that. It's possible. So really just allow yourself to tune into the energy, the direction that you are receiving, and follow the river, the meandering river, and really going with the flow. Just looked at my notes, and the next line is what's flowing under the current, under the surface. So that is regarding what's within you that you've yet to be able to express, or what is something that's like itching or nagging you that you're ready to make a change about. Perhaps that's like an addiction, like social media addiction, or alcohol addiction, or I would even say avoidance or procrastination can be an addiction. And so what's flowing under, and the other half of this question, what's flowing under the current, under the surface, is what's ready to bloom, what's ready to blossom, that you keep under wraps, that you keep below the surface. You're not ready to be seen yet. You're not ready to be heard. You have no idea why you have these special gifts, or why you keep feeling called to do like herbal medicine or plant medicine, but you keep getting the nudge and you keep avoiding it. So that is going to come to the surface, or really kind of being clearly shown to you. It was just 11:11 on the time clock during this eclipse season. What's really being shown, what's ready to be revealed, and the biggest, and a couple of other themes that were really showing up, is self-worth and self-care. And where are you neglecting yourself? Where are you not giving yourself time, perhaps just like 15 minutes in the morning, nice peaceful moment with a cup of coffee, cup of cacao, even a glass of water, or taking a bubble bath, or going for a walk in the woods, whatever feels good for your self-care. Those are like my morning cacao is something important to me, and if I don't give myself that time, I feel like I'm turning my back on myself. Or journaling is very huge for me. So those are just a couple examples. But when we sort of neglect ourselves, when we keep putting ourselves on the back burner, we are emptying our tank, we are emptying our energy, and then we sort of slowly feel depleted, and then we get kind of like angsty, ragey, frustrated, and we don't really show up in relationships fully, for ourselves fully. We start eating poorly, and we dip into indulgences or those addictions that I mentioned. So keeping this in mind, where can you take better care of yourself? And where can you really start to value your energy, your time, and make that a priority? Self-worth is one of the biggest lessons I believe we're here to learn on this planet. And specifically, those that struggle with feeling approval, or seeking approval or validation, external validation, or they know that they have so much magic within them. Like I was talking about earlier, what magic is ready to really be expressed and shown. When we don't feel worthy, we keep it under the surface, right? We keep it suppressed. So, for what I'm picking up on for this eclipse season is that the expression of self-worth, and really giving yourself permission to fully step into that, and opening your heart, really, and opening your throat and your eyes, and giving yourself permission to be seen. So take that as a practice opportunity to own yourself and to believe in yourself. And lastly, this morning, relationships, whether this is these are romantic relationships or friendships, are going through a big shift, and I'm hearing upgrade, and being able to express yourself. I'm feeling a lot of energy in my throat, so really being able to trust what you want to express, expressing your needs in your current relationships. If those relationships are going through challenges, allow the universe to sort everything out for you. There is no need to force anything in relationships right now. There's no need to try to push someone to be something that they're not. Or if you kind of keep having the repeated conversation over and over and nothing's changing, is that you neglecting yourself? Is that you compromising so much, or are you devaluing your worth? These are just questions that I'm channeling through. So whoever is listening to this, perhaps this message is for you or someone you know. And really trusting where the universe is leading you, where spirit is leading you, where source is leading you. And if the relationship dissolves during this time, it's okay. You are going to be okay. You're going to be fine because you don't know what's around the corner, but do you have faith that something beautiful is blossoming for you, and the alignment of who's around the corner is coming. So I would trust that there's a deep emphasis on love, and there's a deep emphasis on alignment with who you are meant to be with. And that can sound loaded. So if you've been going through sort of some turbulation and suddenly the universe is like picks you up and relocates you over here, allow that to happen. One thing that before I hopped on to do this video for you guys is I wanted to pull some cards, and this morning during my cacao ceremony, I wanted to pull cards for myself, but I didn't, and I was just journaling, but I kept thinking of the Lover's card, and then I pulled out my Wild Unknown deck, and at the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card, and I love this card, the geese flying together, all that energy amplified for them. And I love how it's the geese because they fly south for the winter, and up here in Maine I see them coming from Canada and taking small stops in this in Maine and then continuing further south. So I just thought that was really interesting. And then I pulled from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and the bottom of the deck said yes. So this is to me saying yes. So the relationship that you're currently in is being upgraded and or if it's shifting, if the universe suddenly picks you up and puts you over here, believe that you're on the right path. Trust it. Trust. So I'm gonna pull a couple cards for the energy of this eclipse season. I'm gonna pull a couple of the oracle cards. And the first one is the crumbling, kind of like a tower moment, and it's asked, so what are you clinging on to? To me, this is what's underneath the surface. So what's ready to be expressed? Because in the middle, if you can see that, it's beyond this like heavy energy is this beautiful garden, this beautiful landscape. And so to me, this is the gates opening for you to really step out and to step into your garden, into everything that you've been ready to create, to experience, and to live the life that you've been dreaming of, that keeps kind of nudging and giving you visions. So where are you holding yourself back? Where are you still holding yourself in the box? I'm going to pull one more card. And definitely drop in the comments if there's a theme coming up for you that I mentioned, or a different theme coming up. And we got yes again. All right, so this card is very powerful. And then underneath at the bottom, I'm just gonna pull this for confirmation: awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So you might feel like this is where you are right now, and for the next few weeks, the eclipse energy is really gonna take you on a journey, and it's gonna be awesome. So when you're just like, universe, are you sure? And they're saying yes. So I'm gonna pull one card. I'm gonna leave this Lover's card out. I'm gonna pull one more card from the Wild Unknown deck for this energy of the eclipse season. Definitely a lot of energy around personal empowerment, really to creatively tapping into your gifts and allowing those to be shown. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Such beautiful energy. We have the Lovers, we have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is like this massive overflow of incredible energy and gratitude, and you'll notice perhaps more money's flowing in to your world. Perhaps you're cleaning up your finances. Perhaps you're really having deep conversations with your loved one, or a family member or a child, and it's beautiful. Eclipses are beautiful, and if you're feeling like anxious or like nervous about, based on what you're seeing out there, don't fear it. Allow yourself to just really open up to what the universe wants to show you, because it's beautiful, it's miraculous, it's magic, and I'm just gonna leave it on that note. If you'd like more guidance, I offer akashic record readings, astrology readings, mentorship opportunities. So I'll leave my contact info in the description box. But this is the opportunity to work with someone that you feel called to mentor with, to get a reading from, to receive some guidance and confirmation that who you feel you are and your soul is who you were meant to be, and your soul is so ready to express herself, himself, fully and authentically, and this is the time to allow that to happen. So with so much love and light, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Much love.